Thank you, friends, for joining today's session. So, friends, we'll go with the chapter 4 of the book, The Conversation with God. So, let's continue that. Let me share the slides. Yeah, the book is Conversation with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And today we'll go through chapter 4, which raises a big human questions about failure, heaven, hell, suffering, and what leads into central idea is life is something you create, not something you figure out. And nothing to figure out, we are constantly creating it. So God is not what you think. Here, author asks God that you surprise me. Then God, he laughs. He he becomes humorous and he says, if I don't surprise you, who will? So God can be light, God can be humorous. So don't limit God in any certain form. That's what God says. Don't limit me and don't limit yourself also. We make assumption that God is strict, God is like this, God is, supreme, or sometimes he's very, loving, and sometimes we say he's very, not so giving, right? He will punish people. So different kinds of assumption we have. At the same time, we limit ourselves. I'm not good at this. This is what I can do. I cannot go beyond this. So we limit ourselves. But he says God's energy and our energy is way beyond what we can think or imagine. It's only when we realize we can understand. But till then, we should not limit. We should keep working hard and keep believing and having the trust in that. And also, God says that by seeing many people, He laughs, not as a joke, but how people, we we make our life complicated or we make our life very serious. But nothing is like that. He says the situations might be like that, the circumstances might be that, but at the end of it all, everything will be good. Everything will fall in place. So we are making our life serious or complicated. You cannot fail. So we all have that belief, right? What if I fail? The author also asks the same, what if I fail? What if I go wrong? So the God says you cannot fail, you cannot go wrong, you cannot miss any destination. Everything that is happening is no, it's part of the life, it's part of the game. He says when God is everywhere, if you trust that, then wherever you go, you will find God. So how can you miss him? How can you fail in your life? If your final destination is God and he is everywhere, then no matter wherever you go, you will find him, right? So no matter we are in the happy situation or sad situation or in a good position or something somewhere we feel stuck, but everywhere, trusting and connecting with the God is what the ultimate truth is. So God is everywhere. No matter in what situation we are, He is always there and available for us. It just we need to recognize, we need to have the trust and belief instead of blaming God, why you put me here, or when things go, they happen, we praise Him. But we should be the same always. It's quite difficult for us, right? Based on the situations, we change our opinion. So heaven, hell, and human fear. So the author says, I fear of going to hell. The God says you are fearing to go to hell means you have already placed yourself there. He's saying you people imagine that you create a situation and again you only fear for the things. So human creates a fear and God says it's interesting strategy that you only thought about it, you only created the situation and again you are only fearing it. So what is there to know about it is changing our thought. Life is not a punishment. Life is to live. Life is to experience things. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing, negative. There's nothing like hell. Everything is experience. How we see it. If you think it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad. Or sometimes some people, they might experience bliss in hell also. Some of the masters who actually went to hell, they might have experienced bliss there also. but everything is based on how we see things, right? The same person, for some people, he might seem good. For some people, he might seem bad. So, what is that person? He is just a person, but how we see is what the changes, right? So, why doesn't God fix the world? The author asks, why don't you fix it? And same the God asks, why don't you do it? Right? Humans have the power. We have that. God says you have that power. You have the power to erase, hunger, cure your illness. But we are not utilizing that properly. Then see the alternative healing, everything is possible. It's not that the doctors are bad. The system is, fearful. If alternate healing happens, then the system, the doctors, the medical system entirely will get, they are feared about their position or their career. No, they fear. That's why, things are not working out. Otherwise, humans have every power, to cure or to overcome all the problems, because we have created some situation, some system, different based on religion, based on system, education, everywhere we are creating this. And because of the system, again, we cannot do certain things. Otherwise, everything is possible. So don't fear. There is no evil, nothing. It's everything is based on experience and situations or circumstances. So God has given everything for us. It's up to us that how we utilize that power. Are we utilizing it properly? Are we using it to empower us? Are we utilizing it to heal or to transform us? Or we are just, waiting for him to do something without utilizing any of the things? So life is a creation, not discovery. So God says life is constantly creating. Creation is nothing to discover, right? So what he says is we are always creating things every moment. We are constantly thinking. So based on our thoughts only, things are happening. So you're always creating, aware or unaware. When we are conscious or when we are not conscious, situations are always happening. So life is a creation. We are constantly creating based on our thoughts. We say, I'm not good at this, I'm not able to do this, right? So what we think is what we are creating. And he says, be aware on your thoughts, what we are thinking or what we are doing. Everything is based on what we think. So there is nothing to discovery. Everything is, see, whatever the things are there, we already know. There is nothing much to explore. It's just knowing the truth. There is nothing to discover, but knowing the truth. And based on our thoughts and actions, we are constantly creating. So when we are more mindful about our thoughts and emotions, that's how the creation will be more good and better. He says the 10 step of creation process. The God says, see the first, how we got created, how we came into existence, because somewhere or the other we were in the thought of the God, right? The first we were in the thought of God, and then we were, we came into existence. The God has created us. Then we were in the mind. Then we were in the three levels. We are the part of soul, mind, and body. And then we are the part of thought, word, and action. What we say, what we speak, and what we do, everything we are part of it. So these are always nine. And the 10th one is belief. Having that strong belief, then only things will happen. No matter, how thoughts, words, actions are there. But if you don't trust anything, then things are not, they will not happen. It's not possible. So the faith is really important. Faith is knowing that it will happen, trusting that things will happen for you. So everywhere, everything starts from the thought, right? And how, once the thought is there, then from the thought, then it will come into the word. When we speak, it will turn into words. Then it becomes a little more stronger. And then when we do it in action, it becomes the reality. And then for all this process to work, there should be some belief and some faith that things do actually work. So gratitude before creation. So we have heard this many times, right? Even we discussed this in the manifestation process also. So be grateful. Every day we should be grateful for what we already have and what we really want in life, being grateful for that. That's how the creation happens. Gratitude in advance. We always think when something happens, then I'll be grateful, right? But here he says, be grateful in advance before things even happen. Thankful before results, even before the results come, even before it actually happen. Be grateful for all the things we have and for all the things that we want. Imagine that it's already there and be grateful. Suppose if you want a car, just say, I'm grateful. I have the desired car with me. I'm riding it every day. I'm sitting in my car. I'm enjoying the journey. Thank you for this beautiful car. Even though you don't have, you should feel and express gratitude in this way for whatever you want in life. So that is a sign of mastery. So a lot of masters and saints, they always be grateful. They always be in that compassionate way because they know this is what works, right? So trust the process. So when we can trust, then only we become the grateful, right? When we know that things will happen, then only the gratitude and compassion, that feelings will come. So trust is very important. Having that faith is very important, and being grateful is very important. When we always be grateful for each and everything, that means at the time we feel happy, right? When we say, okay, every day, if you normally they say, be grateful for 10 things in a day. If someone gives you a glass of water, or for your bed, for your, either a comb, for your phone, every day you're using it. For small, small things, if you be grateful, then you know that you have so many things in your life. We always think, I don't have anything, nothing works for me. But when you start appreciating, then you know that you have so much. And then you're also moving into the higher vibration states. We say, right, when we are in lack, jealous, anger, we are in the lower vibration. But when we have this positive thoughts and emotion, that means we are moving into the higher vibration. Then we can easily attract things what we want. And God says, accept, don't reject. Don't reject any of the thing, accept everything, whatever is happening. He says if you reject something means something you are not accepting some part of you. So whatever is coming to us, either positive or negative, everything is based on us, our thoughts, feelings, or what we meant to experience in this life. That's why the situations are coming. If you don't accept, if you reject, that means you are rejecting something of you, some part of you. So don't reject your life. Bless everything, learn and grow. He says, we always want something solution, right? We always say, okay, I have to come out of this problem. I have to heal myself, or I'm going through this. But what happens? Most of the time, we don't accept things. If sometimes you say, I'm going to this tough situation, but I always say, no, I don't have any problem, I'm doing good. But again, deep inside, we think, okay, I want to come out of this situation. I'm not feeling well, or I'm not liking this. So first thing, if you want to heal, if you want to solve anything, first you need to accept your current situation. Okay, right now, this is what happening to me. If you accept, then you have the choice, then you can heal it, or you can either overcome it or you can change it. Then you will do the second step. If you don't accept, then what you need to heal, what is there to work on, what is there to heal. If something is there, if you accept, okay, this is what I'm going through, then the second step will come, right? So don't reject anything, accept your situations, either positive or negative. If you're rejecting anything means, again, you are not accepting your own self. When we change our vibration, when we change our thoughts, then everything positive will come. If somewhere situation is not working means somewhere we are only it's there, the block is there within us. Somewhere we had the subconscious belief. That's why the things are not working. So he says, change your reality. That means choose again. Whenever you get any negative thoughts, choose again. If somewhere you get, I'm not good at this. Okay, think again. Think again about it. The same thought again and again. At some point of time, you will change it. You cannot always accept the same thing again and again. Somewhere resistance will come. You will change it. That's what he's saying. Change your reality. When you observe, when you are aware, you will change it. Otherwise, we'll keep on repeating the same thing. If you don't want anything, you want to change, then think new thought about it. What you don't like, think something new about it. Speak some new words and do some new actions. Then only you can change your reality. If you're not, liking your situation or you want to change it, then how can you change? Only by these three things: thinking something new, different from what you're going through, speaking something new about it, or something different, and doing some new action. If you always feel I'm not good at something, think that you are good at it. And then speak the same. We always say to others, I'm not good at this. This is what my limitation is. Now say I'm good at it. I can solve. I'm more powerful. Say in action and in say in words and in action also do things. No matter, don't worry about whether you will be succeed or you'll fail. Don't worry about it, but start doing that action. Then only the reality will change. Otherwise, we just think of it, but the things will not happen in reality. Only by following these three things we can change our reality. The power of I am. So I am is a small, word, but it's very powerful and impactful. The God says, I am creates everything, the reality. That's a universal response. The universe also responds to that. He says, after I am, what you are saying is what you are creating. If you say, I'm strong, I'm good, I'm happy, then you are attracting the same. If you say, I'm sad, I'm not good, you know, I'm always like this, things don't. Whatever you repeat after I am, that's what you experience. That what powerful word it is. So be conscious when you use that word. Don't casually say anything, don't say for joke, but be more conscious and aware. Words call experiences. Whatever you say, it creates that experience. So speak consciously, be more mindful. If you don't have anything right, just say, whatever you want. I'm in the right job, I'm in the right situation, I'm in the right, place. I always be in the right place. That's what, whatever you want in life, just say with I am attracting, the good financials. I'm attracting the right people. I'm attracting the right situation. I'm always improving. I'm more confident. So when you say these positive affirmations, slowly you will see your reality changes. Because everything is in the mind. When we say these repeated things, what happens? Whatever the previous beliefs or the subconscious programming is done, we are changing with this new thoughts and new affirmation. Then, of course, the situation will be changed. Things are not happening because the subconscious mind is still the same. The programming is still the old, what we have carried since childhood. To change anything, we have to change the subconscious programming by repeating these affirmations and doing this meditation. When we do meditation, we're accessing our subconscious mind. And then when we repeat these things, then we are actually reprogramming our subconscious mind. So master your thoughts. So God says, watch your thoughts. As we are always creating, constantly we are creating. So what you think is what you create. So watch your thoughts. Think again, whenever you're getting any negative thought or you're in a low state, think again, then you will know, then you'll become that awareness, what is happening. Train your mind. Don't get trained by your mind, but you need to train your mind. So discipline plus intent. The more disciplined, the more mindful we are. And then with that, having the strong intention, then only we can master our thoughts. Otherwise, what happens? The mind will be the master and we will be the slave of the mind. Right? The thoughts and emotion, they drive us. But when we are aware, then what happens? They are under our control. What we think, what we feel, everything is in our control. So for that, we need to have this discipline in a day-to-day life and also the strong intention to change it. So friends, the key takeaways from this chapter: fear is often self-created. So there is nothing, any situation, it's always we are creating that. We are only thinking, we are only creating, and again, we only fear. Humans have more power than they realize. We all have the immense power within us, but we don't realize. We just, don't try to realize also. Whatever is happening, we just go with the flow. We feel lazy and we just try to blame situations or God. Instead of trying with our own power, we just give up and blame others. Express gratitude before the result. So this is very important every day in meditation. Also, at the end, we say, express gratitude. The more we express gratitude, the more positive our life will turn into, and we'll get more and more things to be grateful for. I am shapes your reality. So be mindful when you say I am, the next word, what comes after that, it changes everything. So be more mindful when you repeat this word. And if you really want to attract anything, then also use this word. So that's how powerful I am is. So the reflection points from this chapter: what thoughts do I repeat daily without noticing? We all get 50,000 to 60,000 of thoughts, and most of them are repetitive, right? We don't notice. Many say, when we sit in meditation, I'm getting thoughts. We don't get thoughts during the meditation. We get the thoughts whole day. But we are only aware when we sit in meditation because we are just doing nothing and we're simply observing. So we feel the thoughts come in the meditation. But throughout the day, without consciously, we are thinking. So many thoughts are there, but we don't observe. We don't notice them. So what thoughts do I repeatedly? I repeat daily without noticing. What do I usually say after I am? We always use the word I am this, I am that. So what you say after that? Just think about it. Do I trust the process of life? Do we have that faith and trust? Do we surrender to the life, or we reject, or we still have a lot of, doubts or beliefs about it? Think about it, what you get the answer. So thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful in the chapter meaning and essence. So with this, let's go into the meditation. So we'll be doing the same breath mindfulness meditation as usual. So I'll play the music and guidance. Just follow and do this. The posture is very simple. Sit comfortably as you see in the picture. You can either sit on chair or sofa. Take a comfortable posture. Take a back support. Clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and cross your leg at ankle. Remove your specs. You can turn off the light. You can make the room dark so that you go into the deep state without any disturbance, of the light or any sounds. Just allow yourself to go into the trance state. So I'll play the music. Let's do this meditation. Dear friends, dear masters, sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, mind becomes empty. Be with your breath, dear friends. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get distracted by your thoughts. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Experience the calmness, emptiness, Gently bring your awareness back to the body. Feel any sensations in your body, dear friends. Recollect your experiences. What did you see or how did you feel? Now let's express gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to plants, animals, Mother Nature, all the planets, the universe. Be grateful for this beautiful environment, for all the things we have. Whenever you're ready, slowly place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. for the meditation, and we'll resume our sessions again from Sunday evening. Have a good day and happy weekend. Bye, everyone.